Hello and welcome back to Adorabuild. My name is Ruth and my little dog is called Pucky, and today we're checking out my progress for my latest elf shelf build. Now when I last looked, it has been quite a while since I've given you an elf shelf build, but as you can see here, I have been quite busy with adding in lots of new little details. So since the last time that we have spoken, I have added in the rippling hills in the background. Well, not so much hills, but you know, just a little bit of a rippling terrain. So I do have this section over here with this little mini build, which I spoke about last time. And I have added in one of the little goblins over here, Rimlin. Now, because I've got two of the Healing Hideout sets in order to make that one giant build, it has meant that I ended up with two Rimlins. So what I thought would be kind of cool to do would be to keep one Rimlin over here as part of this set, hidden away in the little corner underneath those little floral branches, and then have the other Rimlin over in the Goblin village with the rest of the gang. You can also see over here I have extended out the pumpkin patch quite a bit and added in a considerable amount of additional foliage. I've also included these fantastic green, lavender and blue bushes, which I absolutely love the look of. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. And I do intend to add a few more of them over here in this little gap as well. And then in this section out the front, you can sort of see there a little bit that I have started to mark out the little mossy area where Sapphire the dragon is going to be hanging out. So once I've gotten in those extra few shrubs and done that bit, and all of this sort of section will be starting to get finished off. Our next little hilly area is just this little section in the middle. Now originally I had intended for this hill to be much taller and for the little squirrel tree to be a little bit smaller. However, when I started building it, Thorn the earth dragon, Thorn's tail actually kept on getting in the way of making the hill taller, because eventually Thorn will be located in this little area here. So it won't be me, Farran and Pucky hanging out together in the final sort of display. So therefore I had to make the hill a little bit lower, but I thought that that actually looks quite pretty at the moment. I'm fairly happy with this sort of tree shape. It is still got quite a lot of like very horizontal leaf shapes, and I much prefer that sort of sloping look. So I may have a little bit more of a play around with that once I add in the other trees down the track. But I've also managed to really expand this section with the crystals a lot. I think that this has ended up looking much more like a crystal hollow because there's so many crystals there now. I do still want to texture this section through here a lot more. So then the other little area that I have been working on has also been back here as well. So I've been able to put a lot more plants and foliage through here. I've been able to get Blueberry and Little Blue into their little space here as well, which I'm really pleased with. I've also been able to put a little spot in here for Enki and Enki's family. So there are a number of little panthers in here now. One here, one down here and one over there. And then you can also see that I have done a little bit more texturing to the water down here. I've added in some more reeds, I've put through the little stepping logs as well and all of that sort of thing too. I will be putting through some more moss in this section as well, so that the three areas where we'll have Liska, Thorn and Sapphire will all sort of look similar, which will then tie in with a little bit of a similar look with what I did for Marina, the water dragon, on my previous elf shelf. Now the last little things that I will need to do is put in some trees. So I have marked out where they are. So I do have plans to put one in here that will sort of come up and over both Blueberry and Enki's sort of area. I do have another one marked out here. So again, that will sort of fill out the back area here and create a little bit more shadow and sort of interest here. Obviously this tree may end up then getting a little bit modified to fit in with the others, but will remain in that sort of beautiful magenta, pink and purple sort of colour palette. And then I've also got a tree planned in for here as well at the back of Rosalyn's Healing Hideout too. So again, eventually this may change as well in order to add in some more foliage too, just to make sure that it's all sort of consistent and it does look like a really lush and full sort of leafy forest. And I do think that what I will be doing is looking for more opportunities and different ways to add in more foliage to both of these builds as well. So I think I should be able to get more leaves in here. I might be able to get some more leaves in here. I might even be able to get some more leaves in the front and off these little bits and all of that sort of stuff. So essentially anywhere where I think I might be able to add in more foliage and more leaves in order to make it look even more full and lush, I will be trying to do that. So there we have a pretty good overview of where I'm up to with my latest elf shelf. As you can imagine, I still do have quite a number of parts to order in order to continue this on. So hopefully I will be able to get on Bricklink and sort those out in the next few weeks or months. And as always, I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. I really hope that you can, start to see exactly what my plans and intentions are with this build. If you haven't done so already, feel free to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Until my next video, take care of yourselves and bye-bye.